Put the place up. Put my face up.
How are you? Good, thank you. Zoom out on you here. Hold on. That's all right. You're on a vlog. It's all good. Cool. I need to print sign.
Yeah.
Okay, you have a pen there. Bring it in.
Do you want me to hold your camera?
No, that's all right. Important work. Pit scooter's down. See if we can fix it.
Put the place up. Put my face up. Why you doing all that? Thought you was my wife, but you stabbed me in the back. Stabbed me in the back.
All right. With Mr. Pinkstaff.
Good afternoon.
Brian, one. The brother I like. Kevin doesn't watch these vlogs. So
Wait,
he
are
won't
you
see it.
recording?
Yeah, I'm recording. He won't see it anyways. We're just off to get our paperwork and
Start this weekend off.
start the weekend off. Looks like it's going to be really good weather and all that jazz. It's going to be a big turnout apparently. We'll see how it all shapes up. Lots of competition.
Always videotaping.
Oh God, chill. It's going
As
to be
opposed
okay.
to actually doing anything useful like helping push the bike.
Practice
the man.
starts. Practice
Photo
starts
G.
are
You're the man.
welcome during
Oh, I'm
practice.
You created the man.
But before
I'm the
we go to
man's
races,
man.
when you
You're
come
the
out to the hot pit, we don't
man's
want
man.
a bunch of folks doing
Good for
practice
Photo
starts
G,
in
they
the
run
hot
Pirelli.
pit. Just filter out
Yes,
on
we
the
do.
track
We're
and
supposed
get
to
your
be paying
warm-up
attention at
lap
riders'
done.
meeting.
But practice
very
starts are
long.
welcome during practice
Really
from
arduous.
up
Yeah.
to start finish.
I gotta
There'll be a
shave
sign,
afterwards.
and you may do a
Welcome back to the vlogs. We are in Oregon, Portland again, at our home racetrack essentially, Portland International Raceway. Big round for us this round. We've got the combined round where the Washington organization, OMRRA, or Washington Motorcycle Road Race Association, has come down and they're joining the club, so they're combining the rounds. Lots of riders, lots of competition, and it should be an exciting weekend. The weather looks really good so far. It's going to be really hot tomorrow apparently, and it should be some really good competition, some really good fun. We're already in Oregon right now. I'm just getting ready. I'm in the trailer down here with the team, ready to get rolling. We've got practice, one small practice this morning, then I jump right into qualifying. So we'll see how things go. We'll have to do a fairly good job on the bike right away and get up to speed, so we'll get right to it. Well, we're just back in from the first practice session, and unfortunately we have an issue that came up on about the third lap of practice. The bike started to misfire and not accelerate cleanly, so I brought it in. The team's working on it. They can't really diagnose it all that well, given the fact that we're not in the shop and they don't have their dyno and those kind of things. So they've made, I would say, an educated guess as to what needs to be fixed, or what might be the issue, I should say. And I'm going to test it in the next session, and they're also going to record some data on the system to see if they can isolate where it is. It's definitely an electrical or a firing issue, and we just don't know yet. So we're going to see if what they have tried is going to work in the next session, and find out by doing a couple laps and seeing if the problem is gone. Fingers crossed. So an update for you. We did practice and qualifying, and I noticed a little stutter with the bike. that wasn't really working so well. It was kind of cutting out and misfiring. So at the end of the day, Dan did a diagnostic, and it was determined that basically we were done for the weekend in terms of the engine. Something had gone on with the engine, and we were getting signals that there was going to be something more significant. So the best option is to park the bike. So kind of went through the roller coaster of emotions, basically that you experience when you come out all this way to race, and everyone's prepared, and all the work that goes into getting out. And long story short, I'm riding a different bike. So in the background you can see that they're prepping another bike for me. I'll go into over the motorcycle with you in more detail in a little bit once I get in touch with them and they're doing some work to it, and they're scrambling. So here's the scenario I'm faced with. I'm going to race a motorcycle I've never ridden before to keep some points. So we'll see that the team's frantically working on things to get things going, putting good Pirelli tires on it and those kind of things. So we're just in the throes of getting everything ready, and I'm of course right in the way of the team as they need to get parts and things from the toolbox. All right, update. So they're still frantically working away on the bike here. I'll show in the background. You can see everyone's working, getting numbers on the bike, getting the bike fueled, putting a fresh set of Pirelli tires on the bike for me so that I can have some consistency. So yeah, it's going to be very interesting for me as a rider because I've never spun a wheel on the bike. So yeah, I have some anxiety about getting on something I've never ridden and actually trying to go fast on it. So we'll see what happens. I think for the first race it's best if I just use it as a test session, really. So I'll talk to Dan about getting a strategy before we go and go from there. But it's getting close to crunch time. Exciting. All right, guys, I'm here with this gentleman, Joe from Kramer Motorcycles. You can see it on his shirt. Now, this gentleman's brave enough to actually, I guess, loan me a bike so that I can actually race today. So, Joe, hey, thanks for the trust.
Not a problem.
As blind as I think it may be, thanks for the trust.
It's going to be fun. I'm looking forward to it. Forcing them available, and glad to have you go around on it. So.
Yeah, I appreciate it for sure. So tell me what I'm riding. Let's tell people what I'm riding here.
Yeah, so we got one of our demo bikes. You can see there. That is our 2018 HDR Evo 2S. So that's going to be our base model bike. This one's got the upgraded mapping, so it's going to be running the 8 horsepower race gas map in it. Otherwise, it's a standard setup. Single front rotor, cast 1/8. So this is going to be kind of our base option. So it'd be a good stack up against some of the other guys here on our horseback.
Okay. Well, you're gonna have, my editor's gonna have to bleep out my swear word. I'm nervous to ride this thing because I've never spun a lap on it or yet, let alone even at a start. So it's gonna challenge me for sure. But yeah, we'll see what we can do. Thanks again for the trust, man. Appreciate it, man. Thank you. Well, it's almost time to go out. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't nervous. I have to kind of keep myself in check here and just kind of ride the bike and kind of see what it kind of grip and the characteristics and the nature of the bike is as we go. So I'm gonna have to treat this, pardon me, like a test session effectively. But the racer in me wants to really just go on it. So we'll have to kind of hold things back and see how we do. But I'll report back after the race. Should be fun. Alright, it's now Saturday evening. I'm on my way to dinner with the team at our kind of local hangout on Saturday nights after a race. A pretty interesting race. I got a decent start and was lucky enough to kind of get into the top 5 actually from the 6th row. So took a few chances on the way in, and luckily I had great support from Pirelli, and I really want to thank them for jumping in and helping out the way that they did. They jumped in and got good tires on the bike right away. We were able to get a decent start, and then from there I just kind of had to ride into the grip that I had and kind of feel my way around with the bike because it was, you know, completely unknown to me. Luckily things weren't that bad. There was a few things that were holding me up for sure, but out of the box we did fairly well. I got really lucky with some lap traffic and managed to get 4th in the race. So I'm not actually unhappy with the result. Appreciated the challenge of jumping on something like that and and trying to actually get a result with zero experience on the bike. So I'm not totally unhappy. Looking forward to a bunch of changes to the bike. Learned a lot, of course, in my race and treated it essentially as a test session. So I'm really looking forward to tomorrow, and we'll see what the day brings. Pirelli got me a better rear tire, which we feel will make a difference given the temperature that we're supposed to see tomorrow, and we'll go from there. So looking forward to tomorrow, and looking forward to a great evening with the team tonight. So check in tomorrow.
Going to Aspen.
It's like Dumb and Dumber. I don't know who's dumber. Kevin Big Staff. We're on our way to the riders meeting.
Got a little cold going over the pass there, eh, Hare?
Yeah. Just go, man.
Just let it go.
Just go. Good morning. It's now Sunday morning, fairly early. It's going to be a beautiful day, as you can maybe see in the sky behind me. It's going to be really hot. We got to the track early. The boys are making some changes based on my feedback from yesterday's race to hopefully make an improvement in the performance of the bike and what we can extract out of it. We've got practice coming up pretty quick. I'm going to get geared up, stretched up, and ready to ride. And we'll see if our changes could actually make something that would improve our actual lap time. Time will tell, and I really just want to really thank Dan and the guys at Kramer and Pirelli as well for everyone's just been jumping in and really helping out and making a big difference to our ability to even race this weekend. So I'm really grateful right now, and I'm looking forward to getting on this bike. Alright guys, DJ with Pirelli. He's the main Pirelli guy in the Northwest. And you guys went to some extremes to give me a tire specifically for today.
Yep.
Tell me about it. What did you give me for a tire?
So today we're going to be running the 180 or the 160/60 SC1 in the DOT. It's the Supercourse V2. Basically, what we're out here today. Yesterday we were running an SC2, but today it's going to be quite a bit hotter. So in the rear we're going to switch it over to the SC1. It's a little bit softer of a carcass, and it should be a lot better with the expected heat.
The increased grip. Now, they didn't happen to have this tire on them and actually went to extremes to get the tire for me today, so big thanks guys, I appreciate the support. No problem. As always, thanks. Alright, it is around almost 1:15 in the afternoon. We just finished lunch. I'm up in about probably 30 minutes for the second race after lunch today. I think the changes we made were a step in the right direction with the bike. The only way to really tell will be to have it in battle, so to speak. Pirelli really came through for me with a rear tire that's very suited to the conditions, much more so than the one we had. So gratitude to them and thanks to them for really making an effort for me. And yeah, we'll see what happens. Dan's gone over the bike extensively, made little changes and little fixes here and there. And we'll see what the race will bring. Gridded a little bit higher up on this start. I'm not in row 6, I'm actually on row 2. So hopefully that'll lead to a better start and be able to get away with the leaders. We'll see what happens. It'll be interesting. Stay tuned.
nice.
Nice work.
Good ride, man.
I got no brakes and I got no brakes. No brakes. Brakes rolled me back in the gearing. I couldn't do a draft because I was too gearing.
Well, I really don't know where to begin. I actually have to really thank so many people. Of course, I was basically loaned this motorcycle after ours had an issue in the first lap of qualifying. Big thanks to them for taking a huge risk. Because like I said, basically, I don't know how this is going to go. It may come back in a crate. We'll have to see how it goes. I really have to acknowledge the people that jumped in, especially Dan and Dale. They started to do their magic in terms of looking over the bike, getting the setup going. Pirelli came in and helped me out with tires, of course, and they really came through for us today with the right tire for the conditions. And I'm just really grateful. Thank you guys so much, and I appreciate the opportunity, and hopefully we got some good results for you. Thank you.
And first place, bike 125, Oliver Jervis.
Okay, thanks for checking for me, I appreciate it.
All right, this is feeling a little more familiar. Again, I really just have to thank Blind Faith. It's not that well placed, but in giving us the bike to ride, and again, Pirelli and Dan and everyone. And I want to congratulate Kevin on his Fort Ultra win. And I also want to acknowledge that I hope everyone knows those locks are back off to Bonneville here in a couple weeks, and then going after a couple more worlds too. Wow. So that's
Yeah, Dan and Dale!
Eliminated out of the 11th that happened, and I thank everyone that was involved this weekend. Thank you all for all the volunteers. Thank you guys.
All right, I'm back home already. Sorry I wasn't able to update the vlog after the races. It was really busy and we had to kind of scramble to get back home. So all in all, I think it was a really good weekend. Some adversity with the SV braking, and then some luck with the people at Kramer coming through for us. Really grateful that they took the risk and allowed us to still continue the race weekend. I think we did fairly well on the bike. There was some more potential there that we weren't able to extract, but I was only able to do low 15. But I think the bike's capable of 14s in its current state and the way the tune it is, and with some development probably even on 13. So yeah, all in all, a great weekend. Again, I really want to thank Kramer Motorcycles. I want to thank Pirelli Tires and Zlock Racing. We ended up getting a fourth, a third, and a first through the weekend. So decent results, I think, for the cards that we were dealt. And yeah, we're looking forward to more time later on this summer. So stay tuned.